yes, hi, and welcome to the Dark Knight Conspiracies, episode 86. The heat is on. Well, a lot of action these last 72 hours, folks. Hope you all enjoyed the big game, because I didn't. No interest in it. Well, let's get into it. So we saw recently our favorite Canadian Prime Minister invoked the Emergency Powers Act over these freedom convoys, very peaceful freedom convoys. And just so you all understand what this means, it's just a different word for martial law. This is what he's invoked. So we got to keep our eyes on this, because this could get ugly depending on which way it goes. And as soon as that was announced, lo and behold, Ottawa police chief resigns. If I read between the lines, wants no part of this. I don't know. Maybe they're being given orders that they don't want to follow. I don't know. Don't know the reasoning. But we need to keep an eye on this now, because it started in Australia. It went to Canada. And whether you people like it or not, it's coming here. The question is in what form and how. And I've got some ideas on that. So let's skip over to Ukrainian president says Russia invasion expected on Wednesday. Now, the rumors are that this intelligence came from the U.S. and he's since backtracked this. And I find this interesting, and I'm not laughing as this is funny. I'm laughing kind of cynical, because this is so obvious now what these people are trying to do. And my take on this, because this happened on Monday, and come Tuesday, Putin's withdrawing troops. This Putin, this guy's funny and all, and he makes me laugh. You know, this guy is the ultimate. He's right with the orange man. This guy knows how to troll, and he knows how to get people excited. Here's my take on all this. I think Zelensky's working with Putin and the Orange Man, and I think this was a leak. And basically, he announced the false flag before it could happen, because I do think they were planning something for Wednesday. And lo and behold, Brandon came out today and had an emergency press conference, and this is what tough diplomacy does. You really think Putin is going to cave to Biden? Seriously, folks, come on. Let's get some logic in the game here. And you know, we're seeing more and more states now drop the mandates, and again, these deadlines I don't understand, other than, is there going to be some announcement on March 1st with this State of the Union? I don't know. Or could it be that they realize that this whole thing is not going where they wanted to, and now they got to come up with something new? And I'll bring some theories into that later. So this drops Saturday. Durham drops a report showing that, without a doubt, not only was the Orange Man's campaign spied upon, it continued into the presidency. This is serious stuff, folks. But before everybody gets excited, again, my opinions on all this, let's hit the brakes here. And let's think a bigger picture here. Because if you think that they're just going to automatically, we're going to arrest. No, that's not going to happen. Here's my take on this. And I'll just show one more. Kash Patel. Now, for those of you who don't know this guy, he was mentioned on the 17 board numerous times. If you don't think this guy doesn't know what's going on behind the scenes, you're fooling yourself. You want to follow somebody? Follow this guy. And by the way, you're only going to see him on Newsmax because when this report broke on Saturday, you know how the Sunday shows do their routine? Every channel has their Sunday shows from 8 to noon. Not once was this topic covered. Not once. Nobody is talking about this except Newsmax. And I know because I watch Newsmax. So, this man knows what the hell's going on. So we're going to see how this plays out. Here's my take on this. I think Durham's going to take us down a painstaking road. And we're going to relive the last 5 years of the campaign and the presidency. And he is going to build the case for the American people to show you how these people started something and continued it over the course of 5 years. And when one thing didn't work, they moved on to something else. So this is going to, in my opinion, this is going to lead to the Mueller probe. This is going to lead to the first impeachment, and then so on. And that's going to lead to the second impeachment. And, oh, by the way, it's also going to lead to the jab. Because that's going to be another thing that they tried to ruin this president with. And ultimately, it's going to lead to 2020. Just my opinion. So this is going to take time to play out. And quite frankly, those of you that followed the 17 board, the pain, the Punisher skull, how many times we heard think the Orange Man is going to make these people sweat and suffer. The problem is we're also going to have to suffer. And compared to what Jesus suffered, we've been suffering for quite a while. This is nothing in comparison, but I digress. So that's how I see this playing out. At some point, yes, I do believe there's going to be a major arrest. I do believe it's going to send shockwaves. My take, it's either going to be HRC or Fauci. And I think once that happens, I think you're going to have to form a double line outside the DOJ of people that want to come forward. Because we're up to 30 House Democrat representatives that aren't running in 2022. You don't think these people see the writing on the wall? You don't think these people don't see what's coming? Again, you got to understand this political field with these people. These are jobs for life. You just don't decide I'm going to get out. It's all a Ponzi scheme. This is how these people get rich. So now, I view this as they're starting to take away their ammunition, which they don't have much left. They do have some, but they don't have much. And there's rumors and reports, that we're going to start our own convoy here in the U.S. You're seeing it in other countries. France, I believe Italy has one. I don't think Germany's come on board yet, but you're starting to see other countries do this. It's spreading worldwide. Again, I keep telling people, you got to understand, this isn't just about our country. This is about the world. And they've only got one shot at getting this right. They can't screw this up. So, the only thing I can tell you is be prepared as much as you can. Just from a personal note, I never let my gas tank get below half tank. Always keep your vehicle filled up. Make sure you got plenty of food and water to at least a couple weeks, because you just don't know. So now here's my theories on what they're going to jump to. Now, they don't, in my opinion, they don't want this trucker thing because, the bottom line, these people, there are more of us than them. So, they don't want this thing to happen, but they're going to have a narrative ready for when it does. And just like Canada, they're going to label, and just like January 6th, they're going to label the people terrorists. They may try and invoke martial law, just like Canada did. But here's where I think they're going to go with this. They're going to turn this around. The divide and conquer, right? This is what they've been so good at, is dividing us. This is why we're the last country to stand up. Because the division is so great in this country, we can't get behind a common theme, and it just boggles my mind. But here's where I think they're going with this. Lo and behold, what happens today. Well, bird flu in Kentucky. They had to kill 30,000 turkeys and what other animals and birds. They're going to use this convoy thing to their advantage. And what they're going to do is they're going to starve us. You're going to see your store shelves go empty. You're not going to be able to get food. Because they want the people to beg them to save them. Save us! Save us! You're the only ones that can do it. Get us the food. I believe this is going to be their plan, is now to starve us into submission. Because the jab stuff didn't work. The mask stuff didn't work. So now they got to move on to the next thing. So, this is your chance. People have been saying it for a long time. Make sure you're prepared. That's all I can tell you. Make sure you've got food, water, a way to cook the stuff, a way to heat the stuff. Because at some point, I do believe at some point, it's going to be a necessity and it's going to happen. Again, don't know what the scenario would be. So that's my quick update on the news, because it's coming fast and furious, and I think this was the domino effect. This was the first domino to fall, and I think this is going to get so massive and more, and it's just not going to be stuck to one thing. You're going to see a bunch of different things that ultimately all come together in the same puzzle. But it's going to leave the mainstream media, and they're going to have no choice but to start reporting on some of this stuff. And for all you people, I can tell you that the people that watch CNN, MSN, ABC, all these other, they probably don't even know this Durham thing dropped on Saturday. This is how out of touch people are, because most people don't go to internet newspapers and news sites on the internet to get their news. They just get home, eat their supper, and turn on the TV and see what everybody's talking about. Again, I digress. So with that, just a little last minute house cleaning. Want to give out a shout to a viewer, Mary Kay. Thank you very much, Mary. I'm very humbled by your comments. And it makes me feel like I actually did something here. So thank you very much. So until next time, stay strong, stay safe, stay vigilant, be prepared, keep your faith. God bless everybody. Until next time, Zebra 3, take us home.